Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're taking a look at a television series, or I guess more of a show. This one actually slipped in under my radar, which is embarrassing since I love the original live-action attempt. This is an Amazon Prime original. I'm talking, in case you didn't know, about the recent live-action show The Tick. I'm Ollamh, and welcome to Geek Corner Reviews. The show starts off with typical narration and the crashing of a spaceship. This all happens over a century ago and has a bit of humor to it. We then flash forward to modern day and Whoopi Goldberg telling us briefly about the history of Superion, the alien superhero. This also gives us our first glance at Arthur, the main character, who is one of the conspiracy theorists that believes that the big bad guy known only as the Terror is still alive. He calls his sister an EMT, who gives us a bit of background that he's not terribly stable mentally. So Arthur goes off to spy on a warehouse that he's sure is the hive for a criminal gang of supervillains. While spying, we get a look at the suit that Arthur is best known for, as well as our first peek at the Tick. He's wearing the skin-tight blue suit. Obviously, he's very naive and forward, wanting to just jump in and beat up the bad guys rather than wait and make sure that the mastermind is present. Arthur gets picked up by the police trying to get away from the warehouse, and it's shown that he watched the previous team of superheroes die and was face to face with the Terror as a young child. While Arthur goes to sleep, the Tick takes on the gang at the warehouse, proving that he is super strong, bulletproof, and very cliched. The next morning, Arthur wakes up to the Tick in bed with him. The Tick refuses to believe that there isn't a secret lair hidden in Arthur's apartment. He's also decided to have Arthur as his sidekick. Come to find out, the Tick has absconded with the supersuit and presents it to Arthur. He quickly decides to try on the suit while the Tick narrates some more from the rooftop. The heads of the gang decide to visit Arthur because apparently everyone knows right where he lives. They show up just as he finishes activating the suit and shoots at him, despite knowing that the suit is bulletproof. And that is where the episode ends. We don't find out if the suit is actually bulletproof or not, or what happens to the henchmen. This honestly feels like the first half of a pilot episode. It gives the impression that they're going for a mix between gritty realism and campy humor. But that is an extremely difficult, if not impossible, mix to do well. Now, I'm familiar with a typical pilot episode of a superhero show. You have to show the main character, have them want to do more to fight against evil, develop superpowers somehow, and then fight against a bad guy and win. This does literally the first half of that. Arthur wants to do more to fight crime. He meets up with the Tick, and he gets his supersuit that gives him his powers. And then they end. I wouldn't call this a pilot, to be honest. This is more of a test concept. It doesn't really bode well for the series if they are kept to 30 minutes per episode. Their writing style is better suited for an hour show. There are a lot of things that could have been shortened, left until later to explain, or just plain cut. There are some good classic Tick jokes, but there's also a lot of dramatic buildup that doesn't really pay off. My personal hope for the show is that they decide to go more campy humor than gritty drama. The Tick deserves to maintain his well-known campiness. Now, this show aired in August of 2016 and was officially picked up for a season in September of 2016. But with how Amazon Prime does their shows, it'll be until September of 2017 before we see the first season. Granted, because it's an online service instead of on air, we should have the entire first season released in one go, which is almost worth the wait. What do you think of the Amazon version of The Tick? Have you seen it? Would you prefer to see more gritty drama or campy fun? Are you familiar with the previous live-action Tick, the cartoon series, or the comics? Leave a comment down below, send us a tweet or a post on our Facebook page, and let us know what you think of The Tick. As always, thank you guys very much for watching, and stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!
Particularly on fire. Alright, now we have a plasma gun, now we have rockets, we also have a disco? What?
Into a hawk god. He was laid to rest a while after, since the continuity was considered by DC to be too complicated.